Welcome to episode 39. Beat me to it.
Sorry.
With
fucking hell.
With Sania and Leah.
Anything goes.
With Sania and Leah.
With Sania and Leah. And a Galaxy Ripple. Don't get chocolate on the plate.
ASMR.
That's a very breakable chocolate. I'm gonna get you a plate. Sania is eating a Galaxy Ripple right now. Over her empty coffee mug. That is that your favourite chocolate?
No, I just saw it and thought I haven't had that in so long. And thought, I'm gonna treat myself.
What's your favourite chocolate bar?
Ooh, Cadbury's Caramel.
Okay.
What's yours?
You know them little Kinder bars? The ones with the white in the middle and the chocolate on the outside? I'd have to say that, or the Lindt balls. Does that count as a chocolate bar?
Yeah, because it's a chocolate.
Yeah, they're the top two, I'd probably say. A Galaxy Ripple is good. I like any chocolate, to be fair.
Don't worry, I won't get it on your sofa, so don't kill me. Do you want to explain what this
Yes,
is?
so I'm really excited for this. We're doing a bit of a different one, and it's basically like ICKS.
ICKS and red flags.
ICKS and red flags in life, relationship, etc.
Yeah, we asked you guys what your ICKS were, and I basically told everyone off on the Instagram. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see that.
But basically, like, I put like a question box up, and I saw like loads of people like seeing the story
and not
say anything. So I went on my story and I was like, guys, if you want another podcast, we need you to like tell us these things. You know, if we ask you questions, like input it, because these podcasts, like we said, we're wanting to do more of like a reactions kind of thing.
Yeah.
We need
input.
We need input because this is our reactions part.
Otherwise,
of the
it's
podcast.
just going to be us chatting shit the whole time.
Exactly, and we don't want to bore you guys. So I thought this was like a really good like introduction one on like just having a bit of a laugh on like what people thought were ICKS. Do we agree? Do we disagree? Imagining it, giving our own input and stuff like that. So I think we should just get started right away.
I'm excited for this because I haven't seen any of these, so I'm excited to hear what
I've not fully read them because I wanted the factor of so I've only seen that we've got quite a few, but I've not like read or dissected them. So I personally don't have many ICKS, and maybe that's just because I've not experienced some of the stuff that maybe you girls have. But there are a few things that I do have, but I feel like we should read through them.
Okay, we're gonna read through these first, and then we'll go through ours after.
Okay, yeah, and we'll rate them like out of 10, and if we have the same
how icky it is.
Yeah, how icky it is. 10 is icky.
0
1 is like, 0 is like not icky at all. Okay, so.
Even that word makes me feel icky.
Or ick.
Ick. Isn't it?
Okay, so, is that cha_fitness?
Are we allowed to read these names out of people, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think people will mind us reading their names out?
No, because I put an anomalous. I put a unanimous. Nominous. I put a secret link out that they could have also applied as well. Okay. We're outing you if you haven't.
Sorry.
Like, at the end of the day, at least people will know if, you know, if they like it or not. And it's only an ick. It's only an ick.
Okay, it's only an ick.
Okay, so Sha_rfitness said, driving fast to impress girls. I won't lie.
Love it.
I love it. I love it. I get like, it actually kind of turns me on a little bit, especially if they know how to drive the car. It's an ick to me if they have like a Ford Fiesta all done up. You know, like a shit car that's like made to sound really good. Yeah, like a modded up one.
Yeah. Really, yeah.
If you actually genuinely have like a good car and I'm in the car. And it's like, and you're a good driver and you know how to drive and you're safe and you've not done it on the first date kind of thing. Then I find it really hot. If you're like doing it on the first date in a really shit car and like I don't even trust you as a person yet anyway. That's like a good 7 ick.
Okay.
If you're like Reese, I'm calling 0.
Oh.
I'm saying it's a 0 for me. I bet you get well nervous in fast cars, don't you?
That is literally me. I hate it. If Raw goes too fast around the corner, I'm like,
go faster.
I hate it.
I always say to Teresa, I'm like, this guy's wanting to race you, go, go, go. And I'm like, and I love it.
No, I can't, no. And
a
also,
lot of people are like that,
I
you know.
hate it.
Yeah.
I just think fuckboy. That's what's going through my head.
I get what you mean.
Know what I mean.
Yeah, I do get what you mean. I get the kind of like.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Just drive like it. Like, I don't want to die, thank you. Stop driving like an idiot.
I just feel like if you can control a fast car, I just feel like that's a really big skill to have. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be a confident driver, and I'm very much a fast girl driver anyway. Like, I will.
Not get in your car.
When I've got other people in the car, I'm safe.
I don't think I've ever been in the car with you driving.
Nor the other way around, I don't think.
No.
But
I'm a very sensible driver. Just FYI, if anyone ever gets in
well,
my
if you
car.
ever get in my car, don't worry, I'll make sure to drive very safely. But if I'm on my own, like, a lot of the time I do just dawdle. But like, there'll be times where I'm like, in my A1, like, obviously not going that fast. That gives me the ick when I try and go fast in my car, and I'm like, yeah, it's not going very far, is it? But I do love a man who knows how to control a good car, drives a fast car, and has a good car. You know when they say like clothes and brands and stuff, I don't care if you don't wear branded clothes, but what I do care about is the car that you drive. It is a massive thing for me.
I do think like it does, like a guy in a nice car is, I do like nice cars. I'm not anti nice cars. I just don't like stupidly fast driving.
Yeah.
But I do think like a nice car is.
I think it also shows that you work hard and you've got enough cash to like live a good life. I feel like a car does show how much money you potentially have.
Yeah, but also not everyone is bothered about a car, so.
True. My uncle, for example, he's had his car since like 2003.
Yeah, like some people just aren't interested in spending their money on a nice car.
But I definitely think that if you've got a nice car, that's just how I think, you know?
I get you.
Whether if I see someone in like non-branded clothes and branded clothes, that doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, it's just how I am. Oh, so we've already disagreed on one.
Yeah, okay. So that's probably I would say maybe an 8 out of 10 ick for me. I don't like it.
Wow, you're a pussy. No, I'm joking.
Next!
You have seen us looking pale. The focus, the focus was really different, so we're gonna crack on. So Sadeva, and apologies if I do say your name wrong. I understand how frustrating it can be because of my name. She wants to get up a hook. She wants to get up a hook, I promise. So apologies, but this one was having a second phone. I think this is definitely a red flag.
That is a red flag.
But hold on a minute.
Unless it's a work phone.
See, you're already going back on yourself. She's already going back. I feel like this is completely dependent on what type of phone it has.
What, does Reese have 2 phones?
No, but what I'm trying to say is the reason why she's definitely saying that is because she's thinking he's a drug dealer.
Potentially.
So I'm thinking if you have one nice phone and one pay-as-you-go phone, as in like that you buy from Tesco phone, you're a drug dealer. You've got something on the side. Not happy with that.
Yeah.
If you've got 2 nice phones and you have a good job that requires you having a work phone, I don't think it's a red flag at all.
No.
I think if it's just that you've got 2 phones for no particular reason.
That's a bit random. Like, why would you have 2 phones unless one of them was a work phone?
Exactly. Or if I found a phone that's in use and I only think he has 1 phone, that's a red flag.
If he has 2 phones, if he has 2 phones and you only think he has 1 phone, and then you discover a second phone,
you've got to search that phone.
Yeah.
You're searching that phone.
Yeah.
And I'm not a phone searcher unless I know for sure you're cheating on me.
No, I'm not a phone searcher. I think that's a bit weird.
That's just an invasion of privacy. Yeah. Like, I feel like everyone's entitled. And at the end of the day, you're going to have a little bit of like, when you're in a relationship, you're probably going to message your best mate saying that he's pissing you off or like something like that. So there is that element of like invasion. Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
So I feel like it depends on what type of phone. If they have like a drug dealer phone, that's like a Nokia, like an old school Nokia, then that's a massive red flag.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's a work phone,
Will's got a work phone.
There we go. My brother has a work phone.
Yeah, he leaves it everywhere all the time. So I don't think there's anything dodgy going on.
Exactly. Okay, so I would say it depends.
Circumstance based.
Yeah, but a drug dealer phone, massive ick, 10, 10,
yeah.
10, 10, 10. Vicky Lou 1, consistently hiding their phone.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if they're hesitant around you being on the phone, or they go and like they're literally coming from here into the kitchen and they're like taking their phone just to get a glass of water, so I'm not sat with their phone.
Yeah. That
makes me think, but why?
Yeah, I read Will's phone every shoulder all the time because I like seeing his Instagram, because I like follow loads of influencery girls and his is just like hilarious memes. So I'm always reading his phone every shoulder. See,
I don't do that with Reese because he doesn't even really go on his phone unless he's working, to be honest, or if he's on Twitter. But like there'll be times where I'm just like, what are you getting up to? But not in like a I think you're cheating on me.
Yeah,
it's just like, what are you doing on your phone? Just because I'm nosy.
Yeah,
and he'll be the same. Yeah, like he'll be the same as me. But yeah, no, if they're taking their phone with them everywhere, or like going out the room, realising they forgot their phone, come back in, take the phone and then leave, I'm instantly questioning.
I've never really thought about that, to be honest, because I've never been in a relationship where that has happened.
I definitely have.
Have you?
Yeah. And
Did it make you question it?
Yeah, and I already knew that this guy, so after that, and I questioned it, I already had receipts to know that he was cheating on me.
Shit.
So I then just confirmed it on his side of things by going on his phone.
God, I did not know that happened.
But I don't ever go on a phone unless I know that I'm going to find something.
Yeah.
I don't go on there looking for things. I go on there knowing I know it's there.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason I know. So that is definitely an ick for me, and I reckon that's like an 8.
Although boys do take their phones to the toilet, which I still think is weird.
I do.
What, you think it's weird, or you do it?
No, I do it. I do take my phone with me everywhere, but not if I'm just like lounging around the house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll leave my phone open with Reese. I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Rosie Davis lifts when they try and say just have one bite of this when you're on prep. I don't think that's an ick at all, to be honest. That's given me like an ick of 1 and a little bit of frustration of 4.
That would be not so much an ick, but that would be a shut the fuck up, stop trying to sabotage me, you're annoying me now type thing, rather than an ick. That would just irritate me. Like, that does irritate me with family, actually. You know, if you get family that don't really understand and they're like, oh, just, you know what does actually, sorry, this is tangent, you know what does actually annoy me more? Why can't you eat that? It's healthy. That is an infuriating comment.
See, I used to get frustrated at that, but I'm also very self-aware that because then they don't live with me, they don't understand it. They say these things because that's normal.
But it still annoys me when I'm starving.
Yeah. But so when I was in prep, like my family would say that to me, and I just say, I can't remember, like I'm in prep. And it does frustrate me, but I'm like, I can't get angry.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But if Reese was to say it, I'd be like, you are literally trying to sabotage me because you bodybuild yourself and you know why I can't have this. So
I don't think a bodybuilder would say that though.
No, he never has, but that's where I'd get angry. Yeah. But I wouldn't say that's an ick. We seem to always have technological issues, don't we? But I am getting a new camera, which is going to be the podcast camera. So it should be better in terms of quality, and then also not having to do it every 13 minutes, because that seems to be when it kicks off. So we're going to continue. So Rosie Davis lifts said, when they try to say just have, oh no, we've done that one. Lenthal underscore lifts, Lenthal, I don't know how to say that, says, be suspicious of your guy friends. I can't relate.
I don't have any guy friends, so I definitely can't relate.
Actually, I do have guy friends. I have Dan, who owns All In, and he comes to the flat, but that's because he's a lot closer to Beth.
Yeah.
And Reese doesn't care. You don't have to be quiet whilst eating your
No, I feel like everyone on the podcast is going to hear me eat my
But I know that I feel like I would be suspicious if Reese had girlfriends. You know, like, really close, trained together.
If they were spending loads of time together.
I wouldn't be suspicious, I just wouldn't be too happy about it, because I'd be like...
Yeah.
it's really hard. Yeah, it's really
Unless
hard.
you're in that situation, it's like, you don't really know.
I just think, like, when it comes to, like, opposite genders, it's really hard, and it depends on the person as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does depend on what feel I get for that girl, and they have to get on with me too.
Yeah, like whether you get a good feeling from them.
Yeah. But I just feel like if there is any type of attraction, there's a little bit of an issue. They have to, like, you have to literally think of, if you were, like, friends maybe from, like, babies, fine. That's only when it's okay. But I would definitely say I'd get, like, a 6 ick out of that if he had a girl best mate that I know I'd probably be fighting for attention for.
And if they were, like, joking around all the time.
Yeah, and I don't know the jokes.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
yeah.
I'd be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you rate that?
I don't know. I feel like I have been in a past relationship where this was a thing, and it really, really used to grind on me, actually, now I think about it. But it was when I was at a rocky stage of the relationship, so I don't know whether it was actually the girl that was a problem, or it was because I wasn't secure in the relationship that it made it a problem.
There are those factors.
I feel like if Will was going to go, Will has 2 girlmates from uni, and him and his other friend Dan were going to go on holiday with them, and I didn't even give it a second thought. Which I feel like is quite a big thing, like going on holiday together somewhere abroad with 2 girls.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
And it didn't even, I was like, yeah, whatever, going on fun.
See, I'm very secure in mine and Reese's relationship, but I feel like I still wouldn't like that. I don't know why, I couldn't tell you why, because I put a lot of trust into Reese. He gets a lot of attention from girls with his social media, as is anyway. Yeah. And I full well know that if anyone was to try and hit on him, he'd have no issues of, like, telling him to back away. However, I think to myself, but why aren't I invited? But that's just probably because I know Reese doesn't have any friends. I just choked on my hair.
You will spend all your time with me.
So that's given me a big ick. Okay. London_girl lifts said, lying, even small lies. I feel like lying in general is just a massive red flag.
Yeah. Even if I had a friend that was lying.
But what makes you want to lie?
What have you got to hide?
Even if it's a story that they've over-exaggerated, I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
I definitely think that's a big ick.
I agree.
I reckon I'd say like a good 8 out of 10 for that. Just don't lie to me.
Yeah. I think I agree. Well, I do agree.
Yeah. Okay, Lucy Bikini Fitness has done a few. Talks about his ex.
Oh yes, that is a 10. Sorry, but no, I did actually have a boyfriend who did that, and it used to enrage me every time it happened.
But how did he talk about her? Did he compare you to her?
No, but he just got brought up all the time, and I was like, why? Why are you talking?
Yeah.
Like, can you just not?
See, me and Reese have spoken about his ex people. I don't want to say...
I think it's good in a relationship to know, like, oh, this is why I didn't work with this person, or this is what happened, or this was my ex. But then once it's covered, and you know who the exes are, or... Because you want to know, don't you, with your partner, like, what relationships have they been in, like... What was the relationship like, blah blah blah. But I think once you brought it up and you know, why do you then need to keep revisiting that?
We have a lot of jokes about a lot of our exes. Like, we have a lot of insiding jokes.
Okay, yeah, maybe if it's a joke.
Where ASMR.
What's that mean?
You know, like, you can hear stuff and it's like ASMR. And like, you can hear stuff. You know, like when you do that to a...
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
Oh wow. Learn something new every day.
I've heard that all the time and I didn't know it meant that.
I don't know actually what the ASMR bit means, but anywho.
I think we've gone pale again.
Just need to tap.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we have a lot of inside jokes, or like we don't speak about them a lot, but we do have inside jokes where they do get mentioned in certain things as like a bit of a joke. But there'll be some times where I'm like, you didn't really need to bring that up though, did you? So I think if they always talk about their ex, and if you're compared to their ex,
yes, definitely,
then I feel like that's a big thing. But I feel like if they're just brought up because
it's
a bit of banter,
or it's come up in passing and it's relevant,
yeah, then I don't think that's an issue at all, personally. So I feel like for me it's like, it could be a 9, but then it also could be like a 3.
It very much depends on the situation.
Okay, always wants head but never reciprocates.
It's getting juicy. Yes, that is, and also I feel like that's so common in
men.
Not speaking from my current experience, but you know what I mean.
We'll find out why. No, but I agree. I agree. Like, I do feel like there's that like level of expectation of women to suck a boy's willy. But
in very
where is my oral? Is it oral?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's my go?
Yeah, but I also feel like there's a whole kind of thing around it, because obviously I feel like girls need a bit more
stimulation
and time, and like, you know what I mean? So some guys just CBA because it just takes a bit more time, whereas, you know,
at the end of the day, if you don't want to pleasure me but you expect me to pleasure you, then we have issues. If we have a bad sex life, we have issues. To me, sex is really important.
Yeah.
Like, I have genuinely quite a high sex drive anyway, and thank God Reese does. But like, for me, like, if I had bad sex with you, I generally probably wouldn't be that interested in you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is a massive part of a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the same. So
no, I agree completely.
But I am a pillow princess. So I genuinely think, like, if he wants it, I kind of got to give it to the guy, because he does work very hard.
Just in case anyone was interested.
Just in case anyone was. But I do feel like it works in a few ways.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that's the same, like, any part of a relationship, like, even outside of like having sex, like, it should be reciprocated. Anything should be reciprocated.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, one person shouldn't be giving way more than the other person in anything across a relationship.
Yeah.
It should be equal.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Equal in ways.
Everyone might have their thing, like, I'm not saying every single thing that in a relationship has to be equal, but like generally across the board, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Sorry, podcast.
We'll cut that out.
It's because you heard a bang.
That's alright.
And I just think someone's trying to break into the house or something.
Get him.
Pippi! Shh! What?
I didn't think it was over.
Pippi! Come back to bed! Oh, still working. Pippi! Pippi! Come on, my little flower.
A little pause.
Come here. Do you want to snuggle? Snuggles. Snuggles.
Right, let's crack on.
Okay.
She's like, no, I'm pent up. Okay, another one is mistreats his mum.
I hate that.
I think just mistreating anyone, don't care if it's your mum, your neighbour, if there's no reason to be rude or horrible, then why be horrible?
Yeah, and you know what else as well is a massive ick for me that I hate? You know, if you like go out for a meal and then they start like being rude to the waiter or waitress.
What, for no reason, or if the waiter is being...
Okay, if the waiter's being horrible, but it's very rare you go out and you get a waiter that's like completely dick. You know what I mean? Like, most of them are really lovely. So, you know, if you go out for a meal and then they're just being rude because they're trying to like, I don't know, feel
impress you, make them feel a bit lower. Do you
think that how someone treats someone else is a big reflection on like them as a person and a character?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it's worse if they mistreat their mum and their mum's nice.
Yeah.
But like, I know firsthand how it can be to have infuriating parents, and how sometimes your temper is genuinely a lot shorter with like family members or just people in general that you're close to. So for me, like, mistreat is a big no-no. But maybe slightly losing your head and getting frustrated, I feel like is completely normal.
Yeah, well, everyone does that on occasion, don't they? Everyone gets a bit like,
but
just like
being shitty for no reason is a big fat no. Like, that's a 10 for me.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need for that.
No, I agree. Same with any family. Like, I think it's really cute when guys are like really nice and like really caring to all their family.
Well, Reese and his mum are like, it's not even his mum. It's like his best mate.
I think that's so cute.
It is really lovely. Like, they have a really good relationship. They get on, and luckily, we get on, because there's nothing worse than like having a girlfriend and a mother who clash.
You don't want that, do you?
Like, because you know who they're going to choose, because you're far less important than their mother.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's nice because me and Abster just naturally get on.
Is that Reese's mum?
Yeah.
That's so cool. She's got a little nickname.
So her name's Abster. He either calls her Abster or Mummy. Mummy if he wants something and he's trying to be sweet. But it's either Abster. So, because her name's Abby. Yeah. But she's like a 50-year-old woman who's like not even 50. She might as well be like 29, 30.
That's cool though, that is.
So it's like they're not far in age, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, and it's nice because I naturally get on with her. The worst thing I would find is if I had to force myself to like get on with them and like not feel like a third wheel. Do you know what I mean? And that's just not the case. And I feel like when it comes to mothers as well, she's very good at understanding a boundary between like when to always come in, when not to come in, and the same with me. Do you know what I mean? Like when is it him and his mum's time? I won't say, "Can I come?"
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, Shannon Harris has said, I would like to just add, I'm in a very loving relationships, and
thank you for that.
None of these apply to me now. She just had to state that. The first one that because she's put like 6 up. The first one is when they can't just say sorry and it's always justified. Oh my God, if you know you're wrong, say sorry.
That is not just a boyfriend thing, that's an anyone thing. Yeah. Like a family member, a sibling, anyone, a friend.
If you have to like justify why you've done something, but you know you're wrong and that's why you're justifying it, and you've never said sorry, I can't deal with you, because everyone in their life is going to make a mistake or do something wrong, and it's not a bad thing. As long as you can say, I fucked up.
I shouldn't have done that. Or, actually, no, that came across wrong. Or
sorry, you know what I mean? If they said, I'm sorry, but this is why I did it. And then you almost do recognise that you've done wrong, but you say, but this is why I did it. Like, I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
But if they're straight up like, well, no, because I did it for you. Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, do you know what I mean? That,
Yeah, I agree. That's a good...
Fucking, like, it takes a man and a woman, like, it takes guts to say sorry, and you need to be able to say sorry in life.
Yeah. Yeah, the more I think about it, actually, I'm like, it really grinds on me.
Exactly.
When something's happened, and I'm like...
Well, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, don't just run away from me, either.
Or act like everything's fine.
Yeah, actually acknowledge that. Like, you fucked up.
Yeah. Say sorry and buy me some flowers. No, I'm joking.
Just say, like, sorry goes such a long way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather you, like, for me, I'd rather you actually say the word sorry than say, buy me something.
Yeah.
Or, even better, say sorry and buy me something. You all agree with this one so much, sorry. I was like, you'll agree with this one.
I'm excited for this one.
If they don't like dogs.
That is a 10.
That's like 100.
Sorry, but what kind of person doesn't like dogs?
Do you know what? There are a lot of like religious people like in the Asian sphere that dislike dogs because they're not known as pets. But I agree. If you don't like dogs, you can't be my friend. I'm sorry. No. You can't be my friend. You can't be my boyfriend. No. Because what is it about dogs do you not like?
They're so loving. How can you not want one?
Maybe in the past.
I used to be terrified of dogs, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my best friend from school had a dog. And every time I went over, like...
Were they aggressive though?
No.
Oh.
So friendly. She used to have to shut it in the kitchen because I used to petrify me. I used to be really scared of them jumping up.
Is that why you got sausage dogs? Because they're smaller? Are you scared of big dogs? Not so...
I used to have a phobia of dogs jumping up on me. I used to hate it.
Really? And now you grew out of it and now you have a whole pack of them?
Now I've got a pack.
You've got a whole pack of 3. No, I feel like, if
10.
you don't like a dog, and I'm sorry, if I'm looking for you as a partner and you're more of a cat person, I'm sorry to all of you cat lovers out here.
There are some cute cats, but I am not a cat person.
I'm not a cat. I don't mind cats if they're friendly.
Yeah.
But
most of them are friendly.
But most of them that I have come across are not friendly.
Yeah.
So,
it's a window cleaner.
Oh, is it?
Bibi, it's not a cat.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Bibi. That's what's making noise.
Banging.
Bibi.
Hug her, grab her. Come here.
Come here.
I had to literally like steal her. That's what I had to do. Right, we need to finish it, come on.
Come on, let's just have a nice
Let's
snuggle.
finish it.
No bulkies.
It's 3:30, Pips. We've got to be done soon.
No. Okay, next.
Next one.
Don't you dare. I'm watching you. I've got your mouth.
Okay.
Why do you look so confused?
I was trying to figure out what she meant by this. When they have a wife and a girlfriend.
What?
Not from experience.
What? So so basically
They have a wife.
they're seeing someone but they've already got a wife. Is that what it means?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's a 10.
Well, that's not an ick.
That's not an ick, that's a problem.
That's an issue. That's not
That's a cheating person.
So then that means you are then also
You're
going to be the third person.
You're their side piece.
You're their side piece, mate. There's the main piece, the side piece, and then the side piece.
Oh, I thought they meant they were the girlfriend.
When they have a wife and a girlfriend.
And you're on the side of the girlfriend?
I think so.
No.
That's an issue. No. That even if you are the girlfriend of someone who has a wife, how do you know that they're going to be loyal to you if they're cheating on their wife for 10, 15 years? So why would you want to get in a relationship when... Do you know what I mean?
I have had a friend in this situation. Moving on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like everyone's made mistakes. I feel like I definitely have myself. But you come to realise that situation is not a situation you stay in.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
That was actually what, when I put this question box up, I actually got a thing saying about icks when they have a girlfriend.
Like, it is just an ick because initially maybe it's not an ick because you think, oh, they're going to leave then. But then when you come to your senses and think, this boy has cheated on this girl that has been with them and they're actually like a sane girl, like they've got no ties, no children, no house, nothing. They've got no ties to this girl. But if they have ties, like, like a house and a child, like, I only say this because of my dad's experience. He didn't want to leave because of the kids, but he was very unhappy in his relationship and it was very much over.
Okay.
Then he kind of, without spreading too much kind of like personal gossip, but like I can understand my dad's point of view as to why he was trying to find his own personal happiness because he was trapped in his hell.
Right.
But if like you're just generally like a horrible person and just like trying to stay in that relationship and also have another relationship,
that is dodgy.
That's dodgy. And maybe people will disagree that just every bit of cheating is wrong.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if you have ties to people and kids and houses and you can't leave because of certain reasons.
Yeah, do you kind of, it's really hard to comment on when you haven't been in or seen that situation.
Yeah. I do generally think, my dad probably should have just left and gone.
Yeah.
And maybe not thought of his kids as much as he had, because either way, if anything was to come out, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But you can't help but, I don't know, I feel like cheating generally is bad. However, there are certain times where it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not trying to justify cheating.
No, I get where you're coming from.
It's a bit of a trick. But yeah, if they have a girlfriend and they're in a happy relationship and like he wants to stay with that girl but is also trying to kindle things with you, I think that's like why it may seem somewhat fun, but then when you actually realise how that person is, they're probably not a nice person.
Yeah.
So I would say like 10.
Yeah.
Okay, if he's not confident in the bedroom, oh my god, 10.
10. That's definitely a 10 for you.
10. If you do not know how to use your own tools, then why do you have one?
You might just need a bit of gentle guiding. No, but yeah, no, I agree, it's an ick.
Are you sure?
No! This is not a ick.
She's getting nervous now.
Oh god.
No, I do get what you mean. Sometimes, like, maybe you might be a bit insecure, you know, it might be a new kind of, like, person, but I feel like there's nothing sexier than a man, for me, who takes control. Like I said, I'm a pillow princess. I don't want to have to be the one who's, like, the most confident in the bedroom, because then that makes me feel like I have to dull myself down to make them feel comfortable. But I need someone who's on the same level, if not higher.
Yes, no, I definitely think confidence is like a very...
And also imagine...
thing. And also just in yourself, just like being confident in your own body and like, you know what I mean, not being like hiding away or anything.
Like, I couldn't think of like... I just feel like confidence is super sexy for me.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Like, and if you aren't confident in yourself or in the bedroom mainly, when it's private,
yeah,
like, because it's private as well, it's like you have nothing. If you are the problem, most likely, if like they feel uncomfortable in the bedroom with you, you know, when they have to like turn the lights off or anything like that.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that.
Oh my
actually.
god,
no,
that's too much. That like, nah. If you're shit in bed, that's a nick as well. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Thank you. It's just not the one. Okay, when he's bad with money.
I feel like we just are rating all of these 10s, but these are serious ones.
Shannon has actually
nailed
it. A 10.
Yeah, no,
because
I
if
agree.
you're bad with your money, you're going to be bad with mine.
I don't want to have a mortgage with someone who's bad with money.
And also, how are you bad at money? Like, what are you spending your money on?
Like, credit card debt, or how extreme is this, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking if you're bad with money, you are in debt.
I want someone who's organised with their money, who knows, you know what I mean? Who isn't just like, oh, my bank card got declined. How did that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The dog is very mad. Look at her, she's waiting to pounce. Can't believe she's not barked yet.
I know, I thought that.
Good Pippi.
I feel like, don't get me wrong, I'm better at money in my relationship, but arguably I'm not. That's just because I'm a serial saver, and I'm someone who will have multiple savings accounts and put lots of money away due to like being like not having a lot of money when I'm younger.
Right.
So I'm a serial saver, won't get myself into debt, like I just won't.
Which is not a bad thing.
Which isn't a bad thing. But then Reese is a spender, but he's not stupid where he spends too much money.
More money than he has.
Yeah, and he's a bit tight with his money in certain areas. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's not very good in some ways because he doesn't get his accounts in order until like the last fucking minute.
Yeah.
But he also then does sometimes spend like things just because.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say he's bad with money, but I do sometimes think. Do you know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah, but that would really, I feel like I get sometimes a bit anxiously around like spending too much money and not having enough money.
Yeah.
So that would really stress me out if I was with someone that was like really, really shit with money and was getting themselves into shit situations. That would just like add to my stress even more. Exactly.
And also, I wouldn't want to be the sole provider, and I also think it shows that I feel like it also shows how much work ethic you have in the sense of like bad with money as well, because if you work really hard for your money, are more resistant to spend it, but if you just earn to just get your next fix, it's like Yeah, we have
high on the ick list.
Yes. Another person put...
How many have you got left?
You've got 4 more.
Oh.
Telling you what you can and can't wear.
Yes, I would be fuming.
Like, let me wear what I want to wear, but I will also respect you as a partner not to wear certain things.
Yeah, I'm not going to get my arse out when I go out or anything.
Well, maybe. No, joking.
Maybe, if I'm in, like, a beach or something. But, yeah, you know what I really like? I find it really, like, attractive when a guy's like, oh, you should wear this, like, it's really sexy.
It looks so good on you.
Oh my God, wear something, this looks amazing, you should definitely wear that. They're, like, bigging you up. I'm like, I find that really attractive.
Yeah, and, like, you should wear that. You look really, like, I want people to, like, look at you. Do you know what I mean? I want to show you off.
I 100% agree with that.
Like, I don't want you to be like, I don't want you to look good because I don't want other men to look at you. No, I like it when I see, like, other girls almost look at Reese and kind of appreciate that he's good looking, because I'm like, I know he's good looking, and like, I'm glad that you can appreciate it, just don't act on it. Otherwise you will have a fucking right hook. No, I'm not an aggressive person, but like, I like showing Reese off. Like, he's a flex, and I want to be a flex for him. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm not a flex for that person, then you're making me feel a little bit worse for wear.
Insecure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I want to wear something sexy, I will, but it's not because I want attention.
It's just because you want to feel good in yourself.
I want to feel good in myself.
Yeah, and I think it's nice then. It's like a sign of like a good, secure relationship.
Exactly. Like, you want a hype man.
Yeah, that's literally it. I want a hype man.
Yeah, you want a hype man, you want a hype partner, and you want your partner to feel confident and sexy.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that trust in your partner to let them go out looking the way that they do without bringing someone else home, that's that person problem.
Yes, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they're going out to do that, then they're just bad. They're bad vibes. Do you know what I mean? But there are a lot of people out there who stress out and think, well, why are you looking nice? What, so other people can look at you?
Oh, I hate that.
It's like, that's manipulative.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh, and I think you're a horrible person.
So that's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10.
Okay.
Saying you shouldn't train upper body because you'll look manly.
10.
7. No, I'm joking. Yeah, 10.
10.
Straight up. Let me do what the fuck I want. If I want to look a certain way, I want to look a certain way, and I'm sorry if you don't like that, but
that's the problem.
That's a you problem. If you don't love me for who I am and you love me for who I look like.
Yes.
I can understand that in bodybuilding, maybe there is that kind of like level where you go from looking feminine to maybe then working up the rounds and kind of like looking a bit more masculine, and maybe that isn't your thing. But if you know from the very set go that that is that person's goal to look a certain way, then, and you know that maybe it's not for you, you maybe think that you're not going to get attracted to them, or if you love them enough, you won't see them for who they are. Like, if you love them enough...
I get what you mean. I get what you're saying. And also, like, for me personally, like, I don't think a muscular upper body is not feminine.
Yeah.
Like, I think girls with a muscular upper body look great.
I agree. I also think femininity is kind of like personal, dependent on what you class as feminine.
Yeah, it's your own personal preference.
Exactly. And also, I definitely think if I was to give my preference, I would say every woman is feminine in their own way.
Yes.
What my femininity, what I would class as feminine, may not class as feminine to another girl.
Yeah, yeah.
But it does to me.
As long as you're happy and you feel good, then
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if someone tells you what to train and what not to train because they don't like it, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, they should support you.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, bye.
Yeah, agree.
So 10. And then the last one, because the last one is the same that we've already gone through, is wear socks in bed. Reese wears socks in bed. And I didn't even realise.
What, and nothing else?
Just socks. No, but in the middle of the night, because he gets like, he wants his feet warm. So in the night, like, so Reese owns like hundreds of socks.
Okay.
There was this one time.
Oh God.
Where, because what he does in the middle of the night, he then takes his sock off.
Okay.
And he has a bed, and obviously when he takes his socks off, they just fall off the bed.
Yeah.
There was this one time that I clean his room very often because I live there as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to look under the bed. I kept picking up socks and I was like, how many socks do you have? So I was like, let's count the socks that you have under your bed because I know there's loads because I looked under there. Do you know how many we found?
Oh no, what are you going to
say? Say a number. Socks under a bed.
Single socks.
Single socks.
10. That's 5 pairs of socks. That's quite a lot.
It's 82.
No! What the hell?
Yeah.
82?
40 pairs of socks. 41 pairs of socks.
Who even owns that many pairs of socks?
Reese, I'm telling you now, this boy has a fresh pair. His life goal is to never wear a pair of socks more than once.
That's ridiculous. And also, I'm not sure how I feel about the socks in bed situation.
I don't mind it, to be honest, because he's got manky feet anyway, so cover them up.
I don't really like feet though, so maybe. I wear socks in bed though. Sometimes if I have cold feet, I'll put fluffy socks on.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue. I just think, like, I'd rather him not cut me with his big toenails. Do you know what I mean?
What about boys in pyjamas? How do you feel about that?
I think it's cute. Yeah. I wish Reese would wear them. But also, like, I also would rather you not wear them. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are they on in the first place? Because I sleep naked as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do sleep in pyjamas because I'm cold.
Yeah, for warmth reasons.
Yeah.
Like fluffy socks and pyjamas.
So, I genuinely think you should sleep naked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would honestly say that's like a 0 for me.
I wouldn't say it's an ick, but I would also be like, if we all got in bed with nothing but socks on, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? You look really weird.
But I feel like I'm not like, I'm in bed first always. Like, I'm not analysing Reese when he gets into bed.
What are you wearing today?
Like, the bed is so high, I can't even see, like, his feet anyway. So why am I gonna, like... Don't get me wrong, if you just walked around the house with just socks on, fully naked, that's weird. But just getting into bed...
Do you find it really weird when boys get undressed and they take everything off? I don't know if this is a girl thing or a boy thing, but they take all their clothes off and they have their socks on and then take their socks off last. It absolutely cracks me up every time.
I don't think I've ever noticed, to be honest.
Right, because when I get undressed, when I'm having a shower, the first thing I'll take off is my socks. So I'll take my socks off,
I take my socks off last. I'm a will.
I just find that hilarious, like someone's just stood there fully naked, but they have socks on.
I think you find that more funny than anything. No, I don't have... I'm definitely like I feel like socks is the last thing to put on because you put them... I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't give me the ick, but weird.
Do you know what does give me the ick? Now we're on to toes, and this was the ick that I thought about before we started.
Long toenails.
Well, it's on that kind of round.
No toenails.
No.
Oh.
Well, that is a bit grim. Like, why do you not have any toenails? So Reese had to drive barefoot once.
Right.
Just, I don't know why. I think he had an issue with his shoes and socks. I don't know why. Can't tell you the actual kind of backstory. Just viewing it right now makes me feel sick. I saw him accelerate with his big toe.
That is such a random one.
His other feet were curled up and he would accelerate with his big toe. Imagine that with his long ass toenails as well. And I about threw myself out the car.
That's just me.
I'm so sorry, Reese. That's definitely got to be a real. But imagine just looking down at this really nice big bloke, and he's accelerating with his big toe on a motorway, and it's like slowly going down. Ick, right? Imagine Will doing that. Imagine Will's toe.
I don't like feet.
Like, that's a violation to that.
That is hilarious.
Grim, innit?
That is funny though.
Ooh. That was my ick. Random ick, but
that is a good one.
Vile ick. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's
a 10. You said you had an ick. We'll finish off
Yeah, but
with your ick.
mine's not like exciting like yours. Mine's just like I feel like a lot of people have this ick.
Let loose.
It's just a random one. I hate it when boys breathe really heavily.
In what situation?
Like in all situations. I just don't like when you're like maybe
shut up.
You know when you're like trying to maybe you're like kissing or whatever or something, and someone is breathing really heavily on me. I'm like.
You're getting all your germs. Do that again. I can't wait to watch that on replay. I don't even know what you were doing or how you did it, but that was incredible.
I can't deal with the heavy breathing in my face. I'm like, you know,
it is a lot of germs.
You know, it's not the germs. It's just the heavy breathiness.
Just can you stop like
breathing?
Yeah, full stop. Do you know what actually gives me not the ick, but this isn't an ick nor a red flag, but it infuriates me.
Okay.
Sighing like this, or yawning like this.
Don't ever do that in front of Sania.
Why do you need to yawn that loud? No one's that tired. And no one's yawn is that loud. When you yawn, no sound comes out. That means you're not a sociopath, by the way.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So, but yeah, yawning, sighing, stop it.
Don't yawn or sigh around Sania.
Don't do it.
She might punch you.
But yeah, that's all the icks.
I love that.
That was really fun.
I've had a brilliant afternoon.
It's been great, hasn't it? Like, the next one we haven't decided on the topic yet, but we're gonna do like something similar where we have like one update and then like one fun one where we ask you guys to bring questions in or stuff like that. But so yeah, if you enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one.
Bye.